Alvarez, a four-division, multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the greatest of all time. Terence "Bud" Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a four-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed three-division champion of the world, Terence "Bud" Crawford.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Did you feel that energy?
Right.
Did you hear that beat in the music? If anything's going to get you ready for a fight, it's that.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. The build-up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. They drop their guard, they get caught. We wanted action, and they are delivering. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They exchange punches. They both want the knockout. There's a counter shot. Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. All right, Alvarez. And there's the bell to start round two. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
They have got great ring IQ. Counterpunches are the best.
Well done with that counter shot. Doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
No rest for the weary. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. No defense for that hook. Nice counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And down goes Crawford. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
I've got to see that again.
There's the bell to start round 3. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make... Hold it right there! We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
That right uppercut misses. Oh, wait a minute! Oh, my word! Canelo just got clipped! I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline.
Oh my God, Johnny! Crawford in trouble! Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Alvarez. Here's the bell for round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Big hook doesn't land. They exchange punches. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
It's all offense all the time. They both want a highlight reel knockout. effort being exerted here. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez. And there's the bell for round 5. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Good counter punch. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Can't score with that hook again. Did you see that? Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Straight right just misses. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Those counter punches have to hurt. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. This is the beginning of round 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
You have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? The straight right just misses. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he throws you down.
This round could go either way, 10 seconds to go. Here we go, it's round 7. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Only catching air with that hook. Beautiful counter shot. The straight right just misses. Nice counter. Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Can they figure out the combination to this save?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with that left hook. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. The stamina is off the charts. Catch and shoot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. There's the bell to start round 8. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Nice counter shot. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Punch and just got countered. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford. And there's the bell for round 9. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Beautiful counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges, judges going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swing and a miss with that hook. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Let's talk about Crawford. This is the 10th. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Is he going to punch himself out, though? You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Crawford, do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you continue.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe, or do they play? Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Crawford. There's the bell to start round 11. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit, and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The straight right just misses. Straight right just misses. Incredible work rate. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford. Who thought we would have made it to 12? That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
What are they doing that now? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Nice counter shot. Holding nothing back here in the round. His stamina is off the charts. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Nice counter shot. His stamina is off the charts. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Not the way either one of these fighters hoped it would go, but they can't be too upset. No one loses here. This fight's a draw.
What a fight. What a battle. I'm exhausted watching it myself. And you know what? I'm happy it's a draw, because nobody deserved to lose and nobody deserved to win. These guys put it on the line.